Hi, in today's video I thought that we could just have a very quick look through microteaching. Microteaching is something that I've used over the last few years to get students physically teaching each other different concepts either within normal lessons or as part of their revision. You always start off with needing to allow the students to get the information that you want them to be able to present. Right, so I start off by asking students to prepare short presentations on a particular topic as part of a group or either as pairs or individually. Right, there's various ways that students can do this. Students can either go around and collect the information that they need. They can base their presentation on something that you've previously done in the lesson with them. They can go through and base their presentation around an annotated diagram that they've done. If you wanted to use this as part of flipped learning, they could go and either as pairs or a group prepare a short presentation as part of the homework so that they can come in and use it during the next lesson. That does, however, have the inherent danger of some students may not do it, so that's worth bearing in mind. So, there are various different ways that you can get them to do this micro teaching and to get them to think about what they need to base their presentation about. You can either give the students information sheets that they need to go and memorize or that they need to go and explain. Right, this works particularly well if you only want to use this as a very short activity. So giving students just a fact each that they need to memorize, that they'll then go around and present to each other, has worked really well. You can give different students different exam questions that they need to go and prepare a short presentation explaining how to answer that exam question to other students. That works really well, especially during revision. It also helps get them into the mindset that they need to go and look up the information for themselves. Or the other thing that you can do is that you can give each student part of a large concept to explain, and the other members of the class need to fill out a sheet during this micro teaching activity. So each student will explain part of something, then the people who they're presenting it to will go and use the information that they're being presented with to help fill out the correct part of an information sheet or a summary sheet that they can then use after. So once students have gone and prepared their presentation, there are a few, there's one main way that I go and get them to carry out a micro-teaching activity. You need to be well organised. Make sure that you get long rows of tables either in your classroom or in your labs and put students in pairs or either individually facing each other. They can then present their short presentation or give their bit of information to the pair or individual opposite. Once they've given their presentation to their first pair that are opposite them, get all the students to move around clockwise. This means that the students will now be facing a different pair that they can then go and give the presentation to again. Because the students will be continually going through the same information, it will help them remember. After they've done it a second time, get them to rotate clockwise round again, so they're now facing a different pair. Carry this on as many times as you like. However, remember to periodically stop students, ask directed questions to them to make sure that you're carrying out your AFL and to make sure that they're really understanding what is going on during this activity. If this video has been useful, please subscribe to my channel to look for other tips and ideas about teaching. Follow the links below, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Happy teaching.